What is going on, guys? These EV truck stocks, whatever the heck you guys want to call them, have been flying high recently, and they were just can't miss just really a week or two ago. But now, not so much. So let's talk about what you should do right now in regards to these EV truck speculative stocks. So should you sell? Will it jump up again? Are they still too expensive to buy? Should you go all in? Let's get some answers right now. Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we will talk about what is going on with these stocks. Should you expect them to move like Tesla stock? What you should do, in my opinion, and I'll give you 3 options as well. And I will tell you exactly what I am doing personally and give a warning to all investors or potential investors in any of these stocks. Remember, as always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not listen to me. And please do your own research. Well, I know you're all disappointed, but we didn't hit 2,000 likes in 24 hours like we needed to, but you guys made a great run of it. And clearly, there are some weirdos among you, so let's, give it another try. I like weird things. If we hit the 2,000 likes, I will buy a pair of sexy shorts and post a picture of me wearing them on Instagram. So like the video and let's dive into this. What is going on with these stocks? So these stocks have had a wild ride over the past few weeks. So let's take a look at Nikola, who, I think is the poster child for this current movement for the run up in the EV or green vehicle startup or EV truck or whatever the heck you want to call this space. Just look at this chart right here. It got up to over $80 a share on basically nothing but hype and hope. And you see it's at $50 right now approximately, but that's with a huge bump up yesterday based on an analyst upgrade, like a $10, $12 bump on that upgrade. And oh, by the way, he also put the target price at $45 or so. And it was around $40 a share late last week. So if you bought it at $80 thinking it was going to be the next Tesla, or you just FOMO'd in general, and you bought it near the peak, you were down nearly 50% earlier this week. And oh, by the way, you got a $10 or $12 bump yesterday, which is like a 25% jump. Either way, it's a precipitous fall right after a huge rise. So what changed? I know you all will point to some management changes and share dilution and a few other things, but you kind of knew it was a possibility when it shot up in the first place. So there really wasn't any surprises. So let's take a look at Hyliion. Again, a huge run up in just a few weeks or so. It was $10 and it shot all the way up to $31 in like a week. And then it went all the way back down just as fast to the low 20s. I actually like this stock and what they do, but this is just nuts. It could be had for under $10 just a couple of weeks ago, and then it shot up to over $22 in like a week. So they all fell last week and coming into this week too, right? Must have been a downtime for all the players in the space. Everybody was down. Tesla being the leader and the biggest player in this space, they must have just had a bad week too. If these were down 20 to 30% in a week, Tesla must have eaten it at least that much or at least close. Wait. What do you know? Tesla was up huge during that time. Look at this chart. It's insanity and the total opposite of the other 3 stocks. This makes no sense. Or does it? So should you expect these stocks to move with and like Tesla stock? Well, there really is one major difference between Tesla and these stocks, and there is one thing a lot of new investors are missing, and quite frankly, it scares me a bit. I'll be honest, it's just scary. Take your pick. Doesn't matter which one of the 3 companies, but there is one major difference. Tesla is profitable, has revenue, has a giant infrastructure in place already right now. It has buyers, like tons and tons of paying buyers. It is vastly superior in every way as a company to these 3. Nikola? They got, company stationery with the letterhead on it, I think. I'm pretty sure that's about it for now. Hyliion, which is my favorite of the group, has the beginnings of something, but not even in the ballpark of Tesla. And Workhorse, well, just look right here at their balance sheet. They have way more liabilities than assets, And really, I think their cash position is weak for such a new company. I really don't like it. Now just contrast that with Tesla's balance sheet. Just phenomenal in every way for now. They can pretty much do what they want when they want. They can raise money through a stock offering, they can go out to the debt markets, and they're actually turning a profit. Kind of what a company is supposed to do. So now they can take those profits and pour it right back into the business. These companies couldn't be any more night and day from Tesla, and that is being reflected in how they are trading. That's why Tesla is up huge so far this year, and I think it will make it run at $2,000 before this year is over. I'll link that video where I discuss the path to 2000 for Tesla at the end of this video, so just stick around and it will pop right up on the screen for you. Pop up. So in my opinion, the answer to this question of if you should expect these stocks to trade like Tesla, the answer is a big fat no. So let's talk about the question I get the most, and that is what you should do in my opinion. To me, there are only 3 things you should be considering with these stocks. And they're actually pretty simple, but you really need to think hard about each. Okay, so number 1, you should absolutely subscribe and like my video. Come on, I haven't done it in a while, so I just couldn't help myself. Give me credit for trying at least. I really want to wear those shorts. Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean it that way. Never mind. Number 1, you should absolutely consider taking some profits off the table right now. As discussed earlier, these are speculative plays. You're absolutely right. It may skyrocket again way higher than that, but it also may actually fall way down. If you're relatively new to investing, meaning you've only been investing for about 6 months or so, that's typically what happens to speculative stocks out there. They go down. It's not like you just pick 5 spec stocks to play with and 3 or 4 or even all 5 go parabolic. I know that's how it feels right now, but that's not how it works long term and not normally how it works. The number is much closer to 1 out of every 5 and sometimes 0 out of 5 than it is to 3, 4, or 5 out of 5. So if you are in the money, I would consider pulling my money out personally, at least some of it to cover my initial investment. Okay, so the number 2 thing you can do right now, in my opinion, you can just sit tight and hold. If you really believe in one of these companies, I mean really believe in one of them, or more if you bought more than one of them, then you just hold for now. I mean, think about it. If you bought Tesla when it was around 30 or 40 bucks or even 80 bucks a share, you would have made a massive amount of money by now. And that's the play typically with speculative stocks, unless you day trade or something like that, which I don't do, so I really can't help you there. But if you truly believe in the stock you own, then you might want to consider just holding tight. And the number 3 thing you can do right now, if you really believe in these companies long term, then it's a great time to buy on this pullback. Again, only if you believe in these companies long term. It's a great time to add some shares. We'll use Hyliion as an example because I like them the best. If your analysis is telling you it's an $80 to $100 stock in 2 years, and you can get it now in the 20s, it looks like a great time to buy if that is your price target and where you think it's going. I would definitely say get into 3x or 4x your money in 2 years is an incredible trade. So if that's what your analysis is telling you, then you might want to consider adding shares. Now yes, I know, slow down. There are many other things you can do with these stocks, but those are the top 3 I would consider doing in my opinion on each. Now on to what I am doing personally and a warning to investors. I'll ask this question to you and you can answer it to yourself or down in the comments. I actually love to hear it and kind of talk about it with you guys down there. But what was or is your plan and strategy for buying one or all of these stocks? Seriously, what is your buy point? What is your sell point? Do you plan to hold for 2 years, 5 years, and see if it becomes the next Tesla? Is it a quick in and out? Ooh, in and out. What is your plan? Now, in my opinion, I only feel one of these companies is going to make it long term. And in my eyes, that's Hyliion. I'll link the video I did on them at the end of this video so it will just pop up for you like the other one will. And please check it out if you want the details and specifics on that company. But to me, they have the product that is game changing, and the big dog, Tesla, doesn't really seem interested in playing in that specific space for now. And they've already fielded their product, it's being used in the real world, and it's the easiest to scale to me out of these stocks. It has the best chance of winning. Now I could be completely wrong on all of that. All of them may win. I could have picked the only loser out of the group. Who knows? These are speculative in the end. So my plan as of right now, today, is to pick up some shares of Hyliion and hold for 3 years, evaluating quarterly from here forward. I actually picked up some shares this week and I posted that immediately on Patreon. So check me out there if you want that information in real time instead of finding out on a video after the fact. But I understand completely, it's a spec play and I'm good if it goes to zero. I'm not devoting a lot of money towards it at all. It's not going to get me rich unless it does pull a Tesla and turn it into a $1,400 stock. But beyond that, it's a speculative play to try to make some short-term money. Now, a warning to any investor who is considering buying any of these stocks. They are speculative, period. Do not confuse it with Tesla, which is also volatile, but because it's a growth stock, not volatile like a speculative stock. Do not confuse the two, they are not the same. To put it in public school terms, because I'm a proud public school graduate, a growth stock will experience great growth, but also have a lot of volatility. But a growth stock is generally considered to be a good bet long term. Now yes, it can go bankrupt, and it's not as safe as say an Apple or an Amazon or a stock like that. But generally they are past the speculative stage, have a proven product, and if they aren't profitable, it's usually because they're burning money expanding the business to meet the crazy demand a good growth stock should be seeing. On the other hand, a speculative stock is even more volatile and is not considered a good bet long term. The vast majority of large investors shy away from these. These companies generally have no proven product, maybe a good concept, but definitely not proven, little to no revenue, and generally have little demand, if any, for now. But more importantly, and this is where the warning comes into play, they are more likely to go bankrupt or trade around zero, which means you basically lose all of your money or pretty much all of your money. It'll be like that sweet CDEV stock that I got and it's worth 89 cents or so. Thanks, Webull. So make sure you show your support for the channel by liking the video, or if you're just really weird and want to see me in a pair of those short shorts. And way more in-depth information will be given in my course, so make sure you are following me on Instagram and subscribed here so you don't miss that announcement and video. And consider joining my Patreon if you want to see my trades in real time, like when I buy Hyliion, and to get direct access to me, which you cannot do anywhere else. I think it's going to be a crazy next few weeks in the market. So make sure you are subscribed, which you can do right here, so you can get the truth on all the craziness. And follow me on Instagram if you want to see me screw that all up and like things I'm not supposed to like on Instagram. And here are the videos I promised about Hyliion and Tesla. Thanks.